Hello everyone, Brandon here, and today I will be doing a basic tutorial on editing in Lightroom and Photoshop. So let's get started. I've already opened my photo of the 500-mile DeLorean. This car was super cool. If you want more info about it, you can check out my Instagram. Yeah, this photo is straight out of my camera, raw photo, and I'm going to do a full edit and hop over to Photoshop for a few minutes so that we can remove this annoying sign in the background. So first I'm going to start with the Lightroom adjustments. I would like to crop this to portrait, so I will do so now. I'm just going to make sure it's centered and everything. I'm kind of using those headlights to make sure. And it's pretty level. Obviously, if I was doing this like for real, I'd put a lot more time into this and make it more precise and everything, but I'm just trying to show you guys, basically how I do everything. So I'm just going to bring down the exposure a tiny bit, bring up the shadows a little bit, and that is it for now. Now let's take care of this annoying sign. So all we have to do is go up to Photo, Edit in Photoshop. And obviously you will need to have Photoshop installed to be able to do this. And it's taking a while to open, but oh, there we go. So as you can see, the photo has now been already loaded into Photoshop. I already had Photoshop open, I believe, but even if you don't have it open, it will automatically open it for you and import this. So I'm going to use the clone stamp rather than the healing brush tool, but the healing brush might work for this, but I'll show you guys how that works later in this tutorial. So to use the clone stamp, we're just going to hold down that Option key on a Mac and click. And wherever we click with the Option key held down is where we're going to take the content from. Now you release the Option key and you stamp where you want to cover up. As you can see, my computer's lagging a little bit, trying to like render this and how it's going to look. But that's pretty much, how it's going to look once it's done. I'm not going to put a whole bunch of time into getting it perfect, but you guys can see, how it works. Now I'm just stamping out the reflection. And because the tool moves the sample area as you move your brush, I've actually never had to redefine that starting point again. All I've been doing is just moving around. It's taking a lot of clicks, but I'd say that's decent enough for this tutorial. Okay, now that's been taken care of, I'm going to show you the healing brush. Now this is perfect for these leaves and trash that are on the ground in front of the car. I'd say they're pretty distracting. So all I have to do is, just click. Okay, that's been taken care of. Even things that are on seams like this, it's like the control joint in the concrete, but as you can see, it removed the leaf and didn't mess with the line. Yeah, this is a super nice tool. You can just stamp things out. It kind of knows what to do. It's pretty intelligent. So that's how that works. In the final photo of this, I stamped out pretty much every single thing on the ground. So you can check that out on my Instagram if you want to see. And it made a huge difference. It just really cleaned up the photo. So now that's been taken care of. We'd like to bring this back into Lightroom so that we can export it, or first make our finishing touches and then export. So to do that, all we need to do is do a Command S on a Mac. We're just saving. That's all. Okay, we've saved. Now if we go back to Lightroom, boom. As you can see, this is the edited version. It's removed that sign and everything. And if we want to go back and make more changes, all we'd have to do is make our changes, hit Command S again, and Lightroom will automatically update. So now I'm just going to do a super basic edit on this photo. Yeah, let's see what I can do. Obviously, when I edited this for the for sale ad, I put a lot more time into it. I think I spent about an hour on this photo alone actually, so. But for this tutorial, we don't need to do that. I generally like to desaturate the colors that aren't being used, just to clean it up. And that's just part of my style. It kind of varies with everybody, but there we go. Added a little bit of sharpness. Now this photo was taken during the California campfire, which put a lot of smoke into the air. So as you can see, that's why the lighting is so strange. I feel like the dehaze slider might have been actually built for this situation. Just gonna move that a little bit. Don't go crazy with it though. A lot of people like to go crazy with, I'd say there's 3 sliders that people usually go crazy with. The dehaze slider, the clarity slider, and the saturation slider. And I'll make another tutorial on like my editing style and show you guys some of that, but I actually never touched the saturation slider to increase saturation. You can look through all the photos on my Instagram. Saturation has never been touched, except for when I go into the HSLs, as you can see here, and decrease the saturation of certain colors, but I never increase it here, and even the master saturation slider I never increase, and I usually don't decrease it either, I just leave it where it is. So yeah, I might want to put like a gradient filter on the ground in front of the car, darken the ground a little bit, bring a little bit more attention to the car, and I guess we could say that's done for this tutorial. So now I just go up to File, I will click Export. I have to define where I want it to go to. I'm just, gonna send it to my desktop, and then click Export, and we are all done. Thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see for the next tutorials, and see you next time.